And hello, 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 everyone. How's everybody doing? We only got 11 people watching? What's up with that? I don't know what that's not cool. How's everybody doing? Tater, Backwoods Droner, Johnny West, Mark, Chris Hope, everybody's here. Everybody but Lloyd. Let's get Lloyd up in the show. What do you think, everybody? Hello there, Lloyd.
How did you? I was just
Welcome,
kind of
welcome,
like
welcome,
chilling with
the
that.
best co-host in the world.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I was just like chilling with that like grooving music you had going there. You
You was
know, it's
digging
like
that, was you?
I should have got me one of them left-handed cigarettes and kicked back. And oh well, sorry, another show. Sorry, wrong channel.
Ah, aha, I see.
Yeah, okay.
How you doing, Lloyd?
I'm, I don't know. I'm tired. Somebody woke me up at some ungodly hour this morning, but that's okay. It was worth it.
10:30.
It, it wasn't either because you said you couldn't wait till 10:30.
Okay, it
I
was
didn't go to sleep till
10:27.
6:30.
Good Lord Almighty. Yeah, it was like 10:27 or something.
All right, whatever. Yeah.
And I waited till
You
10:30 to
roasting
call you.
marshmallows and
Uh-huh.
thrown on a hemp poncho. Yeah.
Damn, Tater.
Yeah.
You building a boat, are you, down there? He said he was collecting two of everything, Lloyd.
Two of everything, is he? Yeah, I saw that all he had was so far some snakes, some gators, and some
Yeah,
stray cats and dogs from the
stray
neighborhood.
cats and dogs from the neighbors. Yep, yep. Well, hey,
Yeah.
they're not so stray. They know where to go, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Rick Halber, good evening. And no, I didn't go get your camera wet today. I was going to. I just didn't get to it. I had too many things on my to-do list. So, anyway.
Yeah. Well.
So what'd you think of the
Yeah,
new
you've been a
intro
busy
scene
boy
there,
today.
Lloyd, with the music and all?
I like that. That was
Yeah.
like
Yeah?
it was. That was kind of mellow. Actually, it's about to put me to sleep.
Ah,
You know, I was about to, I was about to doze off. I was sitting there like, oh man, I could just let it play about another 5 minutes, and I'll be a happy camper.
Well, that's a good thing, Tater, that nobody shot at you yet. Uh, Lloyd, your lights on your
Yeah.
desk aren't blinking. You got some fancy
Huh?
neon going there, but the desk isn't blinking. You got the wrong desk in there.
Oh no, I don't. You know what I forgot to do?
You forgot to
gotta
turn
find
it
it.
on? Did you forget to plug the desk in?
No, I forgot to plug it in. There
Yeah,
we go.
there you go. There, now it's working.
Yeah. Now it's working. Yeah. Yeah. My bad. I just forgot to plug it in. Yeah.
Well, you know, things happen.
I'm old, man. I thought I actually thought I saved it without already on and looping. So, my bad.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
I've
it
lost
should
the
be.
chat.
Should be looping. That's all right. It'll
Yeah.
work. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I tell you,
Brent Nunley, welcome.
I've had a lot of stuff going on today. I've been busy. Been making
Yes, you
files, and most of them gave to you. But
Well, yeah, you gave me a good percentage of them, but you've thrown together quite a few today too.
yeah,
And I've actually been busy too because I co-hosted with Art and made a couple of suggestions, and he took me to heart. He,
yeah.
yeah, he's got a really nice green screen setup now, and has me over in a different window by kind of, well, like similar to what you got, this design,
Uh-huh.
like you and I use. TV screen set off to the side, and he's over in one corner, you know, and yeah, glad to see Claude's here. I take it he's back from vacation now. So,
Is he back from vacation? Is he, Clyde, are you back home now?
I know he talked about he was going to go back to regular thing on Monday. So,
Ah, yeah,
yeah,
he
he says
says
he's
he's
home
home
now.
now.
So,
Yeah.
good, good,
And you
good.
put out
Yeah.
a couple of videos or something today, I saw. I'm glad to see that. Trying to convince the bozos not to storm Area
Oh, yeah.
51. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was on a discussion the other night over that. Well, you know, if they want to storm it, fine, but let's not let the drone people do it, because that's going to put that's one of the things you and I talked about. That's just going to put a bunch of us. They're going to clamp down and quit selling drones. We won't be able to get them here. You know.
We don't have to worry about them storming Area 51, Lloyd. You know as well as I
Yeah.
do that air base, you can't get within a mile of that damn thing without somebody coming up on you either in a helicopter or a Jeep. So,
Yeah.
you know, they won't get anywhere near it.
Yeah. Well, they're just a bunch of kids that have delusions of adequacy.
You mean inadequacy?
No, they have instead of delusions of grandeur, they just have
Oh,
delusions of adequacy.
oh. Uh-huh. Well, let's run down the list in
They all have
chat.
their backsides on their shoulders.
We got Tater, we got Backwoods Droner, we got Drone Life, we got Deanna, Super Cena, we got Claude, Drone Effects with Claude, we got Chris Hope as usual, Brent Nunley. Who else we got in here? Am I
You said
missing
Drone
anybody?
FRC.
Rick Halber's here.
Let's see.
Glad
Rick
to see
Halber.
Rick.
Brent Nunley.
Johnny West. Jody from Drone Shots is here. Yeah, we got a pretty
Yep.
good little group.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Well, normally you start at 7:45, so you started just a tad early today. You actually started later than you wanted, but we were
A couple of
experimenting.
minutes, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was a little worried
was sort of
because
a-
while the intro was playing, my stream health light was red. I was
Really?
a little, yeah. It didn't turn green until a little bit later, so I was hoping it was going to hold
Okay.
together on me.
Yeah.
Ronnie B, welcome, brother. So yeah, Lloyd. So I did a little bit of homework today, and
Good, good.
I can show you. Maybe I can show you if I can find the right display. Here we go. I'm gonna make this full screen. That's the first one I want. Yeah, that's the first one I want. Make that full screen. And let's bring that over and do a capture on it. Turn your audio on. So the FAA is starting to push on full-size aircraft getting the ADS system put in.
Okay.
They've got a list of a flow chart for things for how to use it, how to get it installed, and your call sign and your ADS transmitter stuff has to match and all that. It doesn't really pertain a lot to us, except it's going to affect drone pilots because, as you know, all future drones from DJI are going to have this system built into them to where it can be activated. So that's going to be a little bit interesting when that comes about. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that.
Yeah. From what I understand, it's not that reliable of a system, but my understanding is it can be hacked and impersonated. You know, in other words, they can make it look like There's planes that are there that aren't. And hello, Bob Casey, and stuff like that. But that's I'm like you, Mel. Or unlike you, I didn't do any homework today. Well, I got up, worked on some stuff with you this morning, worked on some stuff this afternoon. Well, I did. I had to go to the store. Judy called me and she says, "I'm getting kind of lonely here. You about done?" And I said, "Yeah, just about." I get home and I started looking at things and I said, "Oh crap! I got about 25 minutes to get ready for art show." She says, "That's why I called you, because I knew you had a show."
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Yep.
well, when I took off right after you and I got off the phone, and but I went to Walmart, and
I'm sorry.
that's always an experience, you know.
Well, sure it is. Did you
Yeah.
happen to sneak any more good pictures? You know,
No, I didn't.
the
But
spandex and the man buns and so forth.
no, I didn't get any of those. Oh God. Well, you might be able to see in the video I did on the way home. Darwin's theory of evolution, the whole survival of the fittest thing, obviously doesn't work because, man, there was this couple in the back of a pickup truck. They had they'd had the kind of face only a mother dog could love,
Ah, so they
and they
had a
were a
face for
couple.
radio, did they?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, they apparently had already copulated because their son was just as ugly as they were. And obviously, they weren't well liked because they were made to ride in the back of the truck, while the people that owned the truck were riding up in the front seat. It was,
Uh-huh.
it was like miles and miles of ugliness just going down the highway.
Oh man.
It was just, oh, I mean, okay, we all know that sometimes you lose your teeth, you wear dentures, your face, but this gal had a hook nose and a pointed chin, and when she shut her mouth, they touched the tip of her nose and the tip of her chin.
That
It's
was
just,
funny.
it just,
Yeah, that was funny. Um,
yeah. And
moving right
the
along.
husband, yeah, he looked like sort of like the Cro-Magnon man. He had the sloped back forehead, but then he had the scars on his face, sort of like the Joker does in the Batman series. It's
Oh,
like,
geez.
and then their kid was the combination of the two uglies put together. There ain't one ugly tree left in that
Oh,
forest.
oh, geez. They got beat with every one of them, did they? Golly,
Yeah,
man,
I
I tell
thought,
you.
I'll see how they survive with that many ugly trees falling on them.
Oh, poor Lloyd got a
Oh,
sunburn.
there's
There's
Sonari.
Sonari. Howdy, Sonari. And Artco. Welcome, Art.
Yeah.
Um, I've got another little thing I want to share, and that is this window here. This is all the information about recreational drone pilots. There's a link in
Okay.
the description where you can go find all of this. And this is everything you need to know, from where you can and shouldn't fly to how to register your
Right.
drone, um, everything, how to renew your remote pilot certificate if you're 107. Everything is right here that anyone could possibly want to know about drones, according to the FAA, including some changes in the future. The
Really.
FAA is upgrading already. What a surprise! The low altitude authorization notification capability, otherwise known as LANC, so that
Right.
recreational operations can get automated airspace authorization to fly in controlled airspace. So pretty soon,
Yeah.
recreational flyers will
Yeah.
be able to use the LANC system.
I think it
And
actually
there's,
goes into effect on the 23rd.
is it the 23rd?
Is
Um,
Yeah, the 23rd of this month. So
yeah, they don't
talking less
have the
than
date
we're talking
listed
9
right
days
here in
away.
the, yeah, they don't have the date
Does
listed
it
in
have
this
it?
article, but they hope to have the full, all the features implemented by middle of summer of 2019. So
Okay.
let's see. That's about
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. About the
uh,
23rd would be right about the middle of summer.
but they'll have to pass an online aeronautical knowledge test, safety test, and carry proof of passage, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that you have to carry something with you that shows that you're authorized
Well,
by Lance to fly in that area.
yeah.
I'm going to guess
Well,
that
you'll have
once
to
you get
carry
your
proof that you passed
authorization.
the test. Yeah, and probably what it'll be is it'll be on your license.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, but there's
well,
also
because
something that it also says you have to um, carry proof of test passage, is what it says. I
oh,
misread it a
okay,
second ago.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, they'll probably be like the printout that I got when I registered my drone and gave me my FAA ID, said it
uh
was
huh.
registered to me. Okay, it'll probably be something like that, but it'll say that I passed the test. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And I see Drone Worship and his dinghy is in here.
Hey, Dan, welcome.
We had we had
Sometimes
fun
you
the
get
other
caught
night
playing with your
talking
dinghy.
about those.
Yeah, we don't need to hear about you
Yeah,
playing with
they
your
talking
dinghy,
about those
Dan.
guys.
Dingy Dan and his dinghy, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Um,
we were talking about all them people wanting to storm Area 51. They've all got their backsides on their shoulders.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Otherwise known as rectal cranial inversion.
yeah, yeah. If their
Yeah.
heads were a planet, it'd be called Uranus.
Yep. 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 Just about. Just about.
Yeah.
Um, hello there, Ronald.
Ronald Lockwood,
Welcome.
welcome.
Uh, so yeah, they're gonna, DJI is gonna start implementing some new stuff, and they're gonna make all these airplanes be able to see our drones a little better. Maybe. What'd you think of that conversation
Oh,
we
with
got in
the
on Discord after Greg's show last night or Friday night?
oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, what was that we were talking about?
Well, we were talking about muzzle velocity and collision and all kinds of
Oh,
things.
yeah, flinging bodies at an aircraft wing. Oh, no, throwing bodies at a bullet.
Yeah, throwing bodies
Sort
at
of
a bullet,
reminded me of that.
throwing
Yeah,
bullets at a body.
sort of reminded me of that whole where they launched the cow over, on what is that? Yeah, the whole something about the Holy Grail. What were those British comedians? Shoot. Never
I
mind.
I don't
I'll
know.
think of
I
it.
don't I
Uh,
don't watch
it
BritBox,
was a
so I don't
movie.
know.
Oh, come on, guys! Where they launched the cow and the catapult over the top of the wall.
Mm,
Uh,
don't know, Lloyd. I'm not sure. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
it starred John Cleese and uh, that's
Well,
the
you
one
got
that.
you got Google right there at your fingertip.
Yeah, I know. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Thank you,
Oh, okay.
God.
Monty Python and the Holy
Yeah,
Grail. Okay.
yeah. Us talking about throwing a body at a bullet and what will it do reminded me of the catapult scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail when they
Oh,
tossed the
okay.
cow over the top of that.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Whew.
Anyway,
And here comes the one-liners about it. Yeah. Yeah. So did we ever get that figured out?
well, yeah, we figured out that most of those videos are a bunch of hogwash.
Well, that's
And
true. Yeah. Yeah.
and it actually physically does not matter whether you fly a wing into a drone or fly a drone into a wing. The collision speed is what matters. The
Right.
which one's moving and which one's stationary is immaterial.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
impact speed at collision that matters. And
Yes.
the you know they're crashing these drones. They're flinging these drones at vulnerable spots in the wing rather than somewhere else, on the aircraft. And they're not able to take into account the airflow over the wing, because
Right.
as an airplane flies through the air, it disturbs the air. It changes the direction and movement of the air over the wing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
1,200, Ronald, plus shipping up there. So unless the drone is just in the absolute right spot, the airflow over the wing before impact is going to deter
Going
the
to cause the deflection.
direction of the drone a little bit. The you know how a boat moves through water, and like these
Right.
big freighters and things, and they push that wall
Yeah.
of water out in front of the boat, right,
Right.
very in the very front of the boat. Well, that same thing happens with air, with something moving through the
Yeah.
air. There's a
Right.
large or some sizable cushion, if you will, of air in front of that wing and aircraft and everything that's moving through the air that gets deflected around whatever it is that's moving through the air.
Yeah, it's
So
called air dispersion
it's going to,
or air displacement.
yeah, it's going to affect the path of the drone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But to
everything
have
flies in relative wind, including drones, and people just don't quite understand
there was
that.
in that experiment there was one moving object and two stationary objects involved.
What two stationary objects?
The wing was the first stationary object. The
Oh, then they did
launching
it at a,
mechanism was the other stationary object, but the mechanism that was and the drone were the moving objects. And of course, you had, if the launching mechanism had moved backwards, that would have lessened the impact
the
on the
recoil,
wing,
yeah.
obviously, because it would have lost velocity. So, did I say that? Velocity, yeah. And so, yeah, it was a matter of they used physics to come up with the idea to take something and destroy it. It's like I said, they can do the same thing. You can take a Pepsi can, and you could take a Pepsi can, launch it through it with a homemade rail gun, and shoot it against a wall. Okay, and all it's going to do is splatter. If it's empty, it's just going to flatten out. You put something in it, give it some weight, and that's part of what they did with that. They reinforced the inside of that thing.
Yep.
They changed the mass by taking out the battery and putting something of equal weight, but not the same sort of mass.
Right.
Okay, and it became they made the drone into like a
They
bullet.
tried to with the
And
carbon fiber rods and so forth.
right, yeah,
I wish I had that video
because
clip.
if you take a Pepsi can and fill it full of,
Or
say,
don't open
baby
it, just
powder,
leave it
and you
full.
pack it in there really tight, do what?
Just leave it, just don't open
What'd
it,
you
leave
say?
it full.
Well, leave it full, but it will, because liquid's inside, even though it's under pressure, it'll rupture in the the liquid will disperse back, okay, away from where the
Well, yeah.
point of impact. But you pack it with a tightly packed powder, and that solidifies it, and you can actually penetrate a cinder block. And
Oh, sure. Sure.
then once it gets through the other side, then it disperses, and that's how they, well,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how you can do nasty things if you know how to build a rail gun. that's the
We
theory
used to-
behind the rail gun.
We used to take you remember the metal tennis ball cans? Held 3 tennis balls?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'd cut the end
Right.
off of one about 2 inches long, and we'd tape it to the bottom of a tennis ball can, and we'd poke holes in the bottom of the other can, and then we'd tape it together. Put a little hole in the side
Right.
of the little 2-inch one, and then we cut the bottom out of about 3 more cans, and we'd tape them all together.
Yeah.
We'd take some regular liquid lighter fluid, put a couple squirts in that little hole in the bottom of that little 2-inch can, swing it around a little bit to get all that fuel to vaporize. We'd drop a tennis ball in the
Right.
top, and we'd light the bottom, and it would fire that tennis ball out of there like a shot. You know, it was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And we could shoot a tennis ball 100 yards, for Christ's sakes. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
so you know, it's not hard to make things to do the projectile.
Yeah, to do a lot of damage, it's, it all has to do with, because first off, a drone will have a certain amount of air displacement too, as it's flying, or even if it's standing still, the chances of it doing what they showed. But because they launched that as a projectile, it's a
Right.
whole different
Well,
story,
sure it is. Sure it is.
It's the way they did it, so.
Well, that messed me all up. Now I done that wrong, didn't I? I tried to get that link that Lloyd posted, or that
Claude?
Claude posted, and
Oh, yeah.
now I've lost my chat. Now I'm trying to get it back. I'm going to get that video up here so everybody that maybe hasn't seen it can get a look at it. Control,
Is this the same
open link
one?
in new tab. There we go.
Yeah.
Now we got it.
I can put it up on my
Mute the
screen.
Sound. Yeah, but anyway, it's kind of interesting, what they do, and I'm not sure if this is the same link. University of Dayton. I'm not sure if that's the same.
No, this is the first one. This
yeah,
isn't the BBC one. The
Yeah,
BBC
no,
one
I was
is
talking
even
about
worse.
the BBC one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. This is the first one that was done at the University of Dayton, and this one was bad enough, but the one at the BBC was just a joke.
yeah, they
It was
smashed a Phantom drone up. They rebuilt it with carbon fiber rods and taped it all together and made it like nothing like any kind of a drone, that's for sure. But
right.
anyway,
right.
Can't keep your eyeballs open anymore. Have a good night, Sonari. Thanks for stopping in.
All right, Sonari, you have a good one.
But you're familiar,
Take a nap
Lloyd,
for me
right?
too.
With the
Do what?
you're familiar with what's referred to as the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018, right? That's HR
Yeah.
302, where they got all the rules that
Yeah.
make the law.
It's where they got rid of, yeah,
Uh-huh.
336 or whatever it was. Yeah.
And now they're changing things some more. Look what I
Right.
actually found and got my hands on today. That's
Oh, you got a copy of it.
the actual 115th Congress of the United States at the second session. That's the act. And there it is, everybody. There's a link in the description. All 426 pages.
Yeah.
They needed 426 pages, y'all, to make laws about, where you can't fly a drone.
Well, oh my God, I was looking in there. I know which one. Yeah, because I started reading that too, and I read something in there. I'm going. I just kind of looked at it and I go, what in God's name does that have to do with drones? I don't know. It had to do something about, I don't know. Honestly, I swear to God, it has something to do with like cow farts or something. I can't
Yeah.
remember. It's about as ridiculous,
Well,
you know.
there's a whole bunch of stuff
It's,
in there, that's for sure. Um,
yeah,
I
there's
was,
a bunch of crap in there. It has nothing to do with flying,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
Uh,
That was a, yeah. Oh, back from the sky.
yeah,
Welcome.
it's crazy. There's all kinds of stuff in there, but there's a link in the
Yeah, I
description
read
if
through part
anybody
of it.
wants to go watch that or
Yeah.
read it. I mean,
Well, and if you guys can't sleep, you need something to put you to sleep, that'll sure do it.
yeah. Hey Dan, what is this video you just put out about flying FPV while driving your car? What? Flying FPV while driving in a car. Oh, were you driving the car or were you riding in the car? Either way, it's not kosher. You're not supposed to fly a drone from a moving car. Okay, now Lloyd
Uh,
says he's got another,
somebody
or
we
Claude says
know
he's
did
got
it.
another. What's that? Oh, I
Somebody
know it's
we
been
know did
done.
that.
I know it's been done. I just,
Yeah,
you know,
but
open link in new tab. Let's see what Claude came up with here. No, that's the same. Let me see. That's the same video, Claude. University of Dayton. Maybe there's more to it. Yeah, this isn't from the BBC. This is from NBC News. There, the point is there are idiots that are flying their drones by airports, and the the chances of a drone getting hit by an airplane or something are pretty good if you got people flying near airports, especially if you're on the approach and departure end of the airport. I mean, all it takes is a little bit of common sense to stay out of the way, stay low, treetop high, everything's golden. It shouldn't be any problem.
okay. Here's let's see if I can find it. Yeah, if I can find the actual video.
Oh, you looking for that video?
Yeah, I am. Uh,
Manic Magic, hello, sir. How you doing, Trevor? How
hey,
you doing,
Trevor,
Trevor?
how you doing?
Yeah. Good to have you, buddy. Good to have you. Need everybody we can get in here. We only got 19.
Right.
And we don't have 19
Okay.
likes. You guys got to push that thumb button now. Come on. Help me out here. Copy this live stream link and share it on your Facebook and Twitter. I'll do like Greg does.
Yeah.
Share it on Facebook and Twitter, folks. We need to get me over 1,000 subscribers. Come on now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Well,
Back from the sky.
I can find the image of the idiot that's involved with it, but let's see if I can.
I'm looking forward to it too. So, Deanna, have you got that gimbal figured out yet? Have you put your phone in it and messed with it at all? Have you went through the instructions and got it set up?
There's where you can read about it, okay? That's the best I can do right at the moment.
Well, we'll get it later. I'm not that worried about it right now.
Yeah.
It's quite okay.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
It's quite okay. Oh my goodness, do you feel better?
Yeah, I do.
No, not yet. Come on, girl. Get on the stick. Well, anyway, we've just about covered everything I had to cover for tonight, Lloyd. That was all the homework I was able to get done. Do you have anything going on?
No, I don't. I've what I've talked about was politics earlier today. Mark Rogers goes, "Good Lord." Yeah, that was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
does
think
that
so.
now and then. And,
Yeah.
we give him a reward, Tater. Yeah, we give him a reward.
But no, I'm like you. I've kind of been working on my set today.
Do what now?
I've kind of been working on my set today, and trying to get my set up for tomorrow because I got some new stuff to add to it, which obviously you guys can see some of that here. But I'm running on about half speed. Let's see.
As far as we
Is
know,
that
Ronald,
land
yes.
system still coming out on the 23rd? As far as I know, it is. I haven't heard anything different.
Well, that depends,
Someone
Mark.
needs to. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronald,
I know,
as far as
I
we
know.
know it is, I've not heard or seen anything to the contrary. That's why I was looking at the FAA's website today.
Yeah. But, oh,
It's rainy here, so I can't get one.
yeah. I did get something in the mail this week. I ordered it, and I got the, you and I talked about it. I got the Zoom Cube. No, Loom Cube. What is it?
Loom Cube. Yeah, the little strobe.
Yeah, Loom Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, the strobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't see my flipping
Drone.
when I was flying it on the 4th of July. Even in the daytime, I lost sight. And so I got that, and I went ahead and ordered the Polar Pro legs because
the
they
extenders?
fit on the arms rather than on those
Right.
fold downs, which are the antennas
Right.
for the
exactly.
Mavic Air. And they came in today. Yes, my friend is doing better. Talking about Larry, those of you guys, I mentioned it in my video. That was one lucky dude. He went to the hospital and had a heart attack. He had
While he was at the
some sort of
hospital.
chest pains. Yeah, while he was at the hospital, it was a 10-minute long heart attack, and they went in there and they went into in there and did the scopes up there. No damage to the heart, no more blockage, because that's what caused the heart attack. A piece of either a clot or some of the, blockage broke loose, went through the heart, caused the heart attack, went on through the system, and that was it.
Oh, good.
And he'll probably be going back to he had it, so he's off for like 3 days because he's in the hospital, and they gave him a day off for that. And he was coming up on, he works in a type of shift where he gets 7 days off in a row. Okay, so he was coming up on his long weekend anyways, so he had those 3 days off. So he ended up taking off he ended up getting the next 7 days off. He goes sees the doctor on Tuesday, probably be back work on Thursday. So
Oh, well, that's good.
but
Um,
yeah,
That's excellent news.
I saw those batteries. Are those for your
Those are for the Tiny Hawk. Yeah.
Tiny Hawk? Okay.
Back from the Sky had asked. He said, "Hope I have more than one battery." Well, yeah, I've got these 4, and then I've got 2 more packages of 4 each, so that's a total of 12. And I've got 2 batteries for my Fat Sharks, and I got 2 batteries, and you can't see it because it's a green screen and it's a green battery, but I got 2 FR Sky transmitter batteries for the transmitter, so I'm good to go when it goes for batteries there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went out and looked in all my hobby stuff, Lloyd. And I wish this battery wasn't green so you could all see it, but it's green, so it ain't gonna show up. But I don't have a charger for that nickel cadmium battery, so I'm gonna have to get a charger for it.
Really?
Yeah, you can't use a LiPo charger for that.
The LiPo charger. Yeah.
Yeah, you
'cause
got to
I
use it.
can't-
You got to get the
yeah.
right kind of charger. So I need to
Right.
get a charger for that, and then I need. What else do I need? I guess that's going to
Skill.
be about all I need. So I'll get.
Skill.
What's that?
Skill. You could use some skill.
I've got plenty of skill.
I saw the video.
Yeah, I mean, I skillfully put that thing right down in the trees and weeds. I mean, nobody could have done it better,
I
Lloyd.
also
Come
saw
on.
it land on the roof.
Yeah, well, okay. I went from a medium-sized target, the roof of my garage, to a much bigger target, 5 acres of woods. Okay?
Yeah.
I had to land it somewhere,
Well,
right?
yeah, you needed the exercise anyways.
I cheated. I got the video out of the DVR and the headset.
Rick says he may have a charger for you. Don't send it to him till he sends you your camera back, Rick.
Hush up, Lloyd. I'd hoped he'd forgot about that.
Hold it hostage.
Speaking of
Rick, hold it hostage.
Speaking of Rick, he sent you a mug, Lloyd. It looks like you're using it. Are you using it?
I am, as a matter of fact.
Well,
Yep.
he sent me one. Look at this. It's got the emblem on it and everything.
Yeah.
The Air Force emblem.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, man.
Rick
And
is that kind of a guy.
It's got the same lid seal thing that you have on
yeah.
yours, the big.
Yeah.
So it goes
Yeah.
down inside there, and seals it up good.
Yep.
I'm starting to get a collection of these. And
I didn't. I think it was Friday night because I did. It was Greg's show. I was using this cup. Well, I had it sitting over here, and it's got a slide back lid. Mine has a slide back, but it still covers it up completely and seals it. It's a
okay.
good seal.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I just left it slid back. Well, we've had so much water around the area. The flies are everywhere. Even with my fly thing, it started to That's why I was waving at the camera a little earlier. I was shooing a fly away.
I think
But
I know where
anyways,
this is going.
yeah. Right after the last drink I took, just as I was finishing Greg's show, just as the camera went off, I took a drink. It's like, oh, yeah. I'd left. So I learned my lesson. That lid stays shut until I get ready to take a swallow. Because that little scudder got in my last swallow of
there's a
tea,
reason.
and it ticked me off.
There's a reason for that lid seal, Lloyd, you know?
I know. Yeah, that's why.
Yep. Yep, there's a reason for it.
I couldn't believe that. It's like, oh. Of course, you kind of like, you know, because we were just finishing up the show, and it's like, I didn't just spew it in front of my screen, so it's like,
Well, fresh protein there, buddy. Just swallow it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Poor Lloyd.
Yeah, I've ate some stuff that, yeah, but no, no. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Scared me.
That's
a sky raisin.
Yeah.
A sky raisin? Yeah.
A sky raisin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a new name. I have to remember that one.
Let's see. Somebody said something about a charger.
Rick did. Said he had one for you. That's when I told him to hold it hostage, so you said it.
Back from the Sky said something about one, too, that something, some other kind of, some sort of charger will work. Oh, the Sky RC S60 works. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
And speaking of Greg,
he
has just graced us with his presence.
Welcome, Greg. Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah. There's something else I got, Lloyd. Came in the mail. And
what's that?
I don't know if Claude's still here. I hope he's still here. I haven't seen him typing much. But I got my
wow.
Drone Effects with Claude coffee mug.
I did not know he had those.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of
getting a lot of glare
for a little bit because
getting a lot of glare on it from the light. I can't prevent that.
Yeah, but that is.
It's all the studio lighting I got going on in here. There we go. That kind of shows it.
Yeah.
But it's got his bug on there, you know, and his Drone Effects with Claude, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy about getting that in the mail, and it got here without being broke, so that made me a happy camper. And
awesome.
A few days ago, I got another one that I guess I'll put it on the shelf with the rest, but yeah, I got this one here too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'll put that on the shelf with the rest.
Yeah. Mine's over. I'm using mine. I make great pin holders.
Yeah. I might use mine to
pencil holders.
I might use mine to hold bullets. I don't know. I got a bunch of loose bullets.
There you go.
They need holding.
Yeah.
There are a ton of them behind the mother-in-law.
It depends on how you have them. Because sometimes those cups will only hold one.
Yep. That's right. Sometimes they'll only hold one. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mark,
we are.
Tater, it's only
Mel and I are
politically
both
correct.
collecting.
I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Do what?
He's talking about how much he likes frog legs, and there's a bunch of them behind his mother-in-law's house. Now, you got
right?
to do that the right way. You got to build wheelchairs for them after you take their legs away.
Oh yeah, yeah,
PETA
yeah.
will get
You don't
after
want
you
to.
if you don't.
Yeah, PETA will get after him. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you don't
that's
have,
exactly
if you
right.
don't provide a wheelchair for all them frog legs, that
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
replacements.
Yep.
Well, if you're really good, he can whittle out some little ones. Give them little peg legs. You know,
Yeah, well, yeah,
and that
he's
way all them
from,
frogs can do. They can do play pirates for
yep,
Halloween.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Uh, I got a sneaky feeling that something went on with your internet or mine because you're lagging out and I can't barely hear you. But the
Really?
stream's not buffering
I
yet.
was having
Yeah.
this problem with art too.
Well, the stream's not buffering, so I'm hoping it's on your end. But
Yeah, it probably is.
but that's quite all right because we are about to wrap it
Yeah.
up anyway. So I'm not overly concerned
Yeah, let me see what I got here.
about it.
Because I rebooted before I even started. Well, certainly not my download speed.
It wouldn't be
See
your
what
down,
my
it'd be
upload
your up.
is.
It would
Yeah,
have to be
that's what I'm
your up.
waiting on. I mean, I've
But
got a crap load of stuff going.
watch, you could be overworking that poor computer.
Yeah.
Greg says change to Telstra. That'll fix it. You're right. That would fix it. All right.
That would fix it. Yeah, yeah,
It would
yeah.
take away the
It
problem.
it is it is causing some problems. I'm only getting 119 megs down and 29.9 up. So
Well, that
it's
should be
probably
good
on
enough
my
to
side, Mel.
that should be good enough to run everything you got going on.
Yeah, exactly. And I just rebooted my system, so uh, before I logged on here
See,
because
I
I've
did
been
not.
I've been on the show.
I've been running this thing
Let's
since
see.
9:30 this morning, doing graphics and everything else, and I did not reboot
Right.
before I started the show. So, anyway,
Well, there you go. So
but
just so you guys know, that's what I've got going on right there. So,
what
and
do you got
that
there?
internet service provider that I just showed there, they don't have fiber optic. So if I go to and they're quite a ways away, if I go to one of the closest that's got fiber, I'd be running about 410. So that's with everything opened up. So, but
Well,
so
anyway,
anyways, yeah, your system
anything
may be lagging.
anything else to cover? I've not seen a buffer yet in the stream, but I'm trying to
No,
keep an eye
no,
on it.
but I did have problems with art today. So yeah, there is something I want to talk about. Okay,
Okay.
you called me just for the not too long for the show, right?
Yeah.
And what was that I said to you? I said, let me see if I can find that.
All right,
'Cause that was
Ronald. Yeah,
really
get that video out, man. That'll be nice to see.
okay. Mel calls me because he's lost a file on his computer. Well, I don't know what he's calling me for. I figure it's to talk about the show. Okay, so he gets on there and he says, I got a favor to ask him. He says, I've lost something. And of course, I came up with this, and we can thank Greg for these comments, but I came up with this. I said, Mel, if your brains were made of elastic, you wouldn't have enough to go around the ankle of a sparrow. Yeah, I know. That was mean. Yeah. Of
Man.
course, my favorite has always been, if your brains were made of gasoline, you wouldn't have enough to power a piss-ants mini bike around the inside of a peanut shell.
There. Oh. God.
But anyways, you guys, if you start hearing new insults from me, thank Greg. He found them for me. to add to my repertoire. Hey,
Yeah,
I used a
Dan,
big
just so
word
long as
again.
you don't do a beach photograph in a thong laying on a towel getting some sun, we'll all be good.
You, you, you like Jeff Sells?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. No.
we're gonna we're gonna pull the plug, Lloyd. We're gonna go ahead and cut it short. Uh,
Are we? Okay.
yeah, we've
We've
pretty
gone
much
on for
covered
an hour.
everything, and everybody's having a good time in chat. I'll leave chat run for a few minutes, guys, so you can finish up. And thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for being part of the show. Click that like button, share the video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and all that. And uh, yeah, I appreciate you, Lloyd.
I always appreciate being on here. I appreciate you having me. And guys, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central Time, about 22 and a half hours from tonight,
Yep,
my
from
show
now.
will
Yep,
be on. So,
yep, yep, yep.
and that gentleman right over there. No, I had it right the first time. There we go.
Yeah.
You switched my screen to the other side. I finally figured it out, and you moved me to the other side of the. I used to
Well,
be on that side.
when you get things figured
Yeah,
out, I got to
you know what?
change it up on you. You know, it's kind of like
I know.
rearranging the
Anyways,
furniture in Helen
this guy will
Keller's
be
house,
my
right?
co-host. So,
Uh,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
all right, everybody.
anyways,
Thanks for
thanks for
coming
having me,
in.
Mel.
Thanks for joining us, Lloyd. Thanks for being there. Thanks for everything. And we're gonna start the outro timer here, guys. So, and it's new too, just like the intro. Hope you like it. All right, everybody, that's going to be a wrap. We're going to stop the stream and kill the chat and all that stuff. Last one out, turn out the lights. Have a good evening, Lloyd.
Later, everyone. Thanks, Chris Hope.
We'll see you later.